Hi guys, I'm Dave from DAB Autocare, the detailing arm for Motorsport and Performance, and today we've got a 2009 Mazda RX8 R3 looking in a very sorry state. It's been parked up for 2 to 3 years now, and the guys next door have got it back up and running. It's ready for an MOT, but before we can send it there we need to give it a really good clean inside and out, and then inspect the paintwork, see where we're at. Possibly a 2-stage machine polish to get it back to one shade of red again, maybe a ceramic coating afterwards. Ignore the wheels, they're getting changed back to the original R3 19-inch alloys that are away for refurb at the moment. They'll come back, ceramic coat those, get them back on. It's going to look brand new. So, when we're tackling a car this dirty, it is a multi-stage wash, and to start with we're going to let the chemicals do the work for us. We're going to go in with some outrageous orange multi-purpose degreaser. We're going to hit that everywhere, let it soak in, and we're going to blast away all the grime, built up moss, and then we're going to hit it with a couple of layers of the auto foam, snow foam, again letting that sit in and dwell for at least 5 minutes. Let the chemicals do the work for us, and then we'll hit it with some fallout remover, and then we'll get on to a multi-stage bucket wash. I was saying earlier, if this was a ceramic coated car, I'd have a dedicated G-Technique ceramic product to wash it with. We need something with a bit more kick than that, so it's a nice strong shampoo with loads of surfactants in it. But what is left behind now should be nice and soft and ready just to come off. We'll do the bodywork first, and then I'm going to jack it up, wheel arches, wheels, dry it, get it inside. On with a citrus degreaser, agitate all that. Final little check on the inner arches. You know what these things are like for rust. No, they're spotless now. It's this point here when you can usually feel how sort of rough to the touch the paintwork still is. But that's where the clay bar comes in. Pull it inside and air dry it, and then we'll look inside what's going on with the interior. I do not think it's nice. Right, so we've brought it back inside now, air dried it so it's completely bone dry to the touch, and if you can feel and hear, it's rough. So as I said, we're going to get a clay bar out, bit of clay bar lube. We'll tackle the bonnet first, just show you. And that instantly feels smoother. I'm going to fold over the clay bar, get a fresh piece, and tackle the rest of it. There's no need for using any expensive clay bar lubes. This is literally a watered down, washing up liquid, and not even fairy. We're talking Tesco's own. And all it needs to do is help the clay bar slide across. This is such an important process before polishing, because you need that polishing pad and polish to be doing its job, removing defects, bringing a metallic out in the paint, and it can't do that if it's fighting through a layer of contamination first. We'll just dry that off. Yeah, so that's half the bonnet done, clay barred, and if you listen to the difference, smooth, rough, smooth and rough, and you can see instantly the different. There's so much more clarity already in this side, but nowhere near as good as it's going to look after a polish. So let's move on, do the rest of the car, and tackle any tar spots at the bottom we've got left over after that. Okay, so it's a few days later and we've done all our decontamination work. We've got some super smooth paint that's got no tar left on it, no contamination, and we can just get straight on and polish. And what I've already done is, I've done a test panel. I've taken this passenger door and done a cut and polish on one side. Now if you get in on here, you'll see just how much clarity is back in the paint as opposed to how it was on this side, which to be fair is not horrendous, but you'll notice marring, light swirls, a few light scratches, and just overall dullness of the paint. On further inspection of the rest of the car, we've come across a number of painted panels which unfortunately do let the car down because it's not the correct colour. Now if you, don't know if the camera can pick this up, but from passenger door back, rear arch, up and over the edge of the roof, you've got a blend mark in there, and it's just a darker shade of red. But that is just clearly the wrong colour, and I don't know how they let it get out like that in the first place, but they have. But I think we can still make it look respectable enough, just not as perfect as we'd have hoped in the first place. Onto the driver's side, similar story to the passenger side. All our back arch is original, rear door's original. Move on to the driver's side door and it's had paint. And onto the front wing, again, it's been painted, same as the door. And unfortunately that hasn't been blended into the bonnet either. So we do have a mismatch of colours on the front end. Yeah, bearing in mind how much paint we've got left to play with here, I can't be going too heavy, chasing every last scratch down to nothing. Sometimes reducing a scratch is plenty good enough, especially on a high metallic paint. There's all sorts under here. Nokia 3210. So, oh, get my mask, get my mask. So now we're almost complete with the exterior. We're going to move on to the inside. And as you can see, I've already taken the seats out for better access. And we're going to attack this with vacuum to start with. Then we're going to use the steamer to kill any enzymes, bacteria, etc. And then we're going to go on with the extractor. Get it as clean as possible. That's for all fabric areas and the seats that have already been taken out. Then we're going to town with a steamer on the door cards. Again, just killing any germs. It's been parked up for a long time. As you can see, there's been a lot of spillages in this car. So it'll be mask on and get to work. Let's go. Right, so we're all done now with the interior. That's squeaky clean in there, bacteria free, and we've got the seats just drying in the background there for a final wipe down, and we'll get them back in. Now the wheels have come back from refurbishment. As you can see, they are looking really good. So what we've done is we've had them wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, we've had them balanced, and we've applied some G-Technique C5 wheel armour, giving 2 years ceramic protection, making sure no brake dust sticks to the inside of the rims, keeping them in tip-top condition. So we'll get them back on the car, get those horrible wheels off, and it'll look so much better. Instantly better. car's back on the ground now, interior's all back in, and we're on to protection. What we're going to use is G-Technique's Crystal Serum 5-year ceramic coating, and that's going to give us a nice non-stick surface, easy maintenance, and incredible gloss levels. So now the bodywork's done, one of the last finishing touches is to sort out these faded rear exhaust surrounds with a bit of G-Technique permanent trim restorer, and that should try and get them back to black and stay that way for at least 2 years. Right, it's done, job's complete. It's as best as I can get it looking. I think you'll agree it's miles better than it was before. And it's protected, it's ceramic coated with a 5-year product. The wheels are coated, the windows coated, interior's immaculate, and it's time to hand it back over to Rotary Revs and see what they want to do with it.